Every day, you are presented with opportunities to quit. Obstacles, circumstances, setbacks, crap, just life in general. Every single day, we have the opportunity, sometimes just packaged really nice, given to us. And when we look at it, all these negative thoughts come into our mind and we just want to quit. We just want to say, enough already. Can't we catch a break? What do you do when those opportunities come that really tempt you to quit? How do you overcome those barriers that tend to define us? That's what we're going to talk about right now. How to master your mindset. Stay tuned. If you're like most people, you can just walk through life and mind your own business, and sometimes just negative stuff happens. Sometimes it has to do with health, sometimes finances. I mean, look at the year 2020, right? Everybody started the year thinking one thing, and now we're in the month of June, and everything has turned, right? Stability, everything. You name it, it's going on. And when we look out in the midst of everything that's going on, it can be overwhelming. And so we have to motivate ourselves to move forward. And then there's some of us, actually a lot of us, that when we look backwards, we find that there's a lot of stuff from our past that tends to follow us. When I was growing up, I was basically white trash. No one gave me a chance, right? I lived in a 24-foot travel trailer. My family, my dad was in prison. Things were bad, right? And it just seemed like I couldn't catch a break. It was like one thing after another thing after another thing. And in the midst of it, I was really pulling my hair out thinking, how do I move forward? I really didn't think highly of myself. What I had to learn was that I had to master my mindset. I could control what I was thinking. I couldn't control what life was doing, but I could control how I was going to respond. So here's some things to remember. No matter what the obstacle is, you can beat it. And here's how. The first thing you have to do is you have to decide. You have to make a mental note in your mind that no matter what happens, you are not going to give up. It's a mentality, this perseverance, that no matter what life throws your way, you're either going to go under it, around it, over it, or through it. But you will not give up. It's a mentality, and you have to put your mind in that place. Now, some people will say, I don't know how to put my mind in that place. Well, just determine that you want to. So the direction is, I want to decide to never give up, right? That's my goal. Let me just figure out how to do it. So that's the first thing. Decide you will never give up. The second thing is you have to set some goals. I would suggest setting goals weekly. Sometimes you can even set goals daily. Some people say go into your mirror, put sticky notes around the edge of the mirror with goals. What will you accomplish today? What will you accomplish this week? What are you going to accomplish this month? Don't write big, huge goals like, hey, I'm going to run a marathon if you've never ran a marathon. But you can go out and say, look, I'm going to run around the block, or I'm going to walk around the block. Did I do it? Yes, I met the goal. So set some goals. Do it weekly. So decide you're not going to give up. Determine to reach new goals each week. And then dedicate your day to overcoming whatever obstacle the day brings. So if an obstacle comes, yes, it can hit you. It's like a gut punch sometimes, and it's like, what? Oh. But then get back up, take a couple breaths, connect the action that you're going to do to that mentality that you're never going to give up, and put it together. And then start to do something about it. Maybe it's meditating, right? So that you can clear your mind and focus on something positive. Sometimes it's doing the post-it notes on the mirror and going back to the mirror and looking at them and saying, look, this is what I'm going to do. It always involves looking at something positive. It never involves looking at something negatively. Matter of fact, a lot of the news and a lot of the negative messages that are going on around us, we really need to tune that out because that's not helping us on any level. We have to be optimistic, forward thinking, hope based, right? So that when stuff happens, we can take a breath and we can press on. We can accomplish it. You can accomplish it, right? As long as we have hope, anything is possible. And I really mean anything is possible. So this morning, I thought, where is the ultimate place of hope? A cemetery. So I went to the cemetery, and as I was walking around the cemetery, I kept thinking, for these people, hope is gone. It's done. It's over. But for everybody else, there's still a chance, no matter what. But we have to adjust our mentality. We have to stop listening to what other people have said. We have to stop listening to our past. And we have to embrace our future. I truly believe that all of us can accomplish anything. Yes, there might be barriers, and so we might be going this way, and then we might have to bounce off and then accomplish this. But we never stop moving. If you fall down, don't wallow in the muck. Get up, wipe yourself off, and keep going quickly, as fast as you can. We can get through this. You can get through this. No matter what happens, remember, you have it within you to overcome it and to move forward. You have the strength because you made it this far. Every time you went through a bad thing, right, and you made it through, even if it marked you, it built resiliency in you, and that's strength. Don't disregard the strength that you have, because when another obstacle comes, you have to tap into that strength to move forward with might and power, and you can do it. So look, if you like this video, like it. If you know somebody who could use a little pep talk, share it with them. And if you need to subscribe to the channel, smash it, because I'm convinced that together we can change the world. Doc out.